going on, guys? I'm back with a new video, and today I'm gonna be making a beat in the style of Murda Beatz, kind of like the stuff he's done with Cubeatz. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram and Twitter just so y'all can stay updated. Also, if you're new here, make sure you do subscribe just so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Also, all the exact sounds that I used in this video will be available in the description below, as well as all the links for all my social media. So after y'all watch this video, make sure y'all check all that out. And with all that being said, let's get into this video. Alright, so there's this loop called Revival in my Mojave loop kit. So when I first made this loop, I thought it was cool or whatever, but I recently went back to it, and I just really think it's a dope loop. It has kind of the Murda Beatz, Cubeatz vibe to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it for you guys. So all I did to this loop was pitch it up a tiny bit. I'm actually going to pitch it up a little less. And I changed the tempo to 144 instead of 146. Alright, so every single drum sound that I'm going to be using is going to be from my Formula drum kit. So I'm going to go ahead and lay down some drums over this loop. And I'm going to start with a clap and then just Control B after you highlight everything to duplicate it. So one thing I've noticed in Murda Beatz production style is he uses a lot of perk sounds, a lot of different hi-hats, stuff like that. So if you're going for this style, I'd kind of stay away from the generic like spins, 808 and all the other overused sounds, and then use some more percussive type sounds that not everybody's using. So I'm actually going to layer this clap with a percussion sound from the kit. And then Control B to copy it over. I'm also going to add another clap right here. I'm also going to add a snare right here. Then copy it over. Then of course I'm going to add some hi-hats. I'm actually going to pitch this down a little bit. So one thing that Murda Beatz does a lot is that he'll layer multiple hi-hats over themselves. So I'm going to add another hi-hat. And then I'm just going to copy this over. And then I'm going to add another hi-hat to do my hi-hat rolls on. And I'm also going to pitch this one up a little bit, I think, just to add some variation between the other hi-hat, obviously. And then I'm just going to copy him over again. Alright, cool. So now I'm going to add an open hat. Alright, so now I'm going to add the kick, and I'm going to be using the one called Chief from my drum kit. So and then just copy that over. So now I'm going to add the 808, and I'm going to be using the one called Ignorant from my drum kit, and I'm just going to draw it in. Alright, cool. So now I'm just going to arrange the beat. So I'm going to split it by channel, and then I'm using the plus button on my keyboard to split them all up like this. Alright, so for the intro of the song, I'm just going to have the sample itself playing, and then I'm going to have all the other hi-hats except for the main one come in, as well as the clap and the prick. Alright, so now the sample is gonna pitch up when all the other drums come in. So this is like the pre-hook. And then for the second part of the hook, I'm gonna take the kick out. Alright, so now I'm just gonna have the kick and all the other percussive parts come in. And then I'm gonna make it do this again when it gets higher pitched. And then I'm just gonna copy this over 3 times. So now I'm just gonna let the track fade out right here. So I'm just gonna make an automation clip and then drag that over, and then it'll fade out like that. So at this point, the beat's pretty much finished. I tried to keep the arranging kind of interesting just so the beat didn't get so repetitive and boring. And, all of the exact drums that I used are available in my drum kit through the link below, as well as the loop. It's in the Mojave loop kit. I'll add a link to that as well, and also a link that shows me previewing the kit. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video and learn something as well. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe just so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram and Twitter to stay updated. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.